Hi everyone, this is Miriam Rice. We're going to get started here quickly. I'm just going to wait another couple minutes for everyone else to join. Looks like people are still joining, so I'm going to give them another minute. Okay, hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Miriam Rice. I am the Northern California Regional Sales Manager. Today I will be going over Next Insurance products as well as walking you through how to obtain a quote. I do want to go over a couple of house rules before we begin. You're currently on listen mode. That only just means that we want to respect your audio experience, reduce any background noise that may be coming from the attendees or on my end. As you know, most of us are still working from home, so we've all had those challenges. We do encourage questions. With that said, you do have a question box located on the right-hand side of the screen. So please enter your questions in there, and if we have time, we'll go ahead and go over them at the very end. If for some reason I run out of time and I'm not able to go over those with you, please reach out to your regional sales manager, and they will be happy to go over the answers with you. So I wanted to go over the Next Insurance appetite with you guys, but I do want to give you guys a background story about them and why we brought them on. So I wanted to give you guys a live demo basically instead of doing a PowerPoint view, because I feel it's very important for me to share that with you and navigate you through the live stream of how to quote in there. So Next Insurance is located under your SSO. So once you click on Next Insurance, you should be able to see the screen where you will be able to see where you'll have your active policies, you'll have your quotes, unfinished quotes, where you can actually get in there and be able to retrieve everything that you had been working on. A little bit of backstory about Next Insurance. They were founded in 2016. They started as a direct-to-consumer in 2016. Fast forwarding to 2019, they decided to move forward with working with agents. They currently insure over 100,000 businesses. Their policies are rated A Excellent by AM Best. They write on admitted paper. They use a fronting company called State National. They are a direct bill. You can quote and bind policies online within minutes. They currently only accept debit cards, credit cards, but they are looking to have other payment options available in the future. Why agents love Next? Next Insurance is truly an online company, which means you are able to quote and bind everything online and take advantage of the savings they are able to pass on to the insured, since they do not have a big overhead. They have a very wide appetite for small business, basically anything less than 5 million in annual revenue they can write. That includes over 1,000 covered classes. They have very competitive premiums, like I mentioned, because they are 100% online company. They also have a 4.7 out of 5 customer review score, one of the highest scores in the industry. So a little bit of timeline with Next Insurance. In 2016, they started writing general liability. In 2018, they started writing commercial auto. 2019, E&O and workers' comp was released. Workers' comp is not yet available in California, but it is available in certain states. 2020, this year, they were supposed to come out with property and inland marine. However, with the current situation going on in the world right now, they decided to push that back a little bit to possibly beginning of next year, if not for sure towards the end of this year. So let's get started. As you can see, this is the main page that I clicked on from your single sign-on. One of the things that I wanted to point out is that once you log in, you'll see your name on the right-hand top corner. Appetite guide is located here. You are more than welcome to ask any of your regional sales manager for this, but it is located on their website, so you are able to print this out and pass this on to whoever would obviously write this product in your agency. And like I mentioned, they like a smaller business, so general liability revenue limit up to 5 million only. It looks like as you can see here, we are currently insuring 1,000 different professions. So they're not going to obviously name 1,000 professions on their appetite guide. So they encourage you to go online and just use their smart search to look up the line of business you're trying to insure. Professional liability, payroll limit up to 5 million. All their E&O products, they have a $2,000 deductible max, and commercial auto, 4 vehicles or less, 200 miles or less from primary address. I'm going to get into more detail about commercial auto when we actually get to that part. I'm going to go back here because I do want to show you guys how to navigate in the quoting platform. So what I really like about Next Insurance is that it's very modern and very quick, very user-friendly, which I really actually enjoy quoting in here. So this is the first page of our app. What type of the work does your customer do? So I'm going to pick what I've done a few days ago, and I'm going to pick an accountant. And as you can see, I'm just typing in and picking my state. The insured, always, you have to have an email, because at the very end, when you're binding the policy, the insured will receive an email because they have to accept some terms and conditions that they have to click accept on in order for the policy to be bound. If they have 3 days to do that, and if they don't click on that in their email, the app will be canceled, unfortunately. So here we are getting navigated to the next page. As you can see, for this line of business, general liability, commercial auto, and E&O is included. So you are able to actually provide a standalone, for example, commercial auto, or you can go ahead and bundle. For the sake of training, I'm going to go ahead and just do a bundle here with everyone. Another thing I wanted to point out before I begin, there's this chat option. Next Insurance does require all of our agents to, ask questions directly from Next Insurance. J.E. Brown, if you are more than welcome to contact us and we'll answer any questions you have. However, Next Insurance encourages all of our agents to reach out to them with any underwriting questions. So if you enter your information here, you'll be able to talk to a licensed individual. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and put testing here for first name and last name. For a phone number, I'm going to put my number, 0144. My business name, I'm just going to put my name here, Miriam's Accounting Services, maybe. Business address, I'm going to put J.E. Brown information here. City, Walnut Creek. And let's scroll down, zip code 94598. Perfect. I'm going to click next. This is going to navigate me to my next page. Oh, I probably 94598. Oh, let me put this here and see if that's just true. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Maybe if I put lane. There we go. No? Huh. Oh, there we go. That wasn't correct. Let's see if this will work. Here we go. All right, so about the company. And they are okay with new ventures, so I could click on, I just started my business in 2020. Do you need a waiver of subrogation? I can either add this now or later. So I'm going to put now, I'm sorry, no for now. And total W-2 employees, including owners, but not subcontractors. I'm a one-man show, so I'm going to go ahead and click this here. Expected total sales in the next 12 months. I'm going, and again, they're okay with 5 million. So I'm going to put possibly $200,000. So next, it's going to ask me some underwriting questions. Has your commercial insurance coverage been canceled, revoked, or non-renewed in the last 3 years? I'm going to put no. Have I been convicted of felony for the past 5 years? I'm going to click no. I'm going to click no. Have you filed business insurance claims in the past 3 years? I'm going to put no. And more underwriting questions. I'm going to click accept. We don't want to hide anything in fine print. This is a standard liability policy. So I'm going to click I understand. And what I really like about Next Insurance is that their exclusions are always up front during the time you're quoting. I'm going to click I understand, and my coverage start date will be today. And here is where we're going to get our general liability quote. Now, their general liability is available in 48 states. There, like I mentioned, new ventures are welcome. Policies are automatically renewed. And it looks like for this specific lines of business, my general liability is being quoted at $25 a month, which means per incident 1 million, per year 2 million, and you can always check out the coverages and what's included here. Now, obviously, as you can tell, we picked a bundle. So what I'm going to do is my next bundle is going to be to complete the commercial auto section of it. About the quote, how many vehicles do you need to insure? Remember, it's up to 4 vehicles, so I'm going to use 1. How many drivers do I want to cover? So I'm going to put 1 myself. And my information has transferred from general liability, and I'm going to put my information here, and I'm going to just put birthday here. As you can tell, this is very, very simple, user-friendly. What is the driver's license number? I have this here, so I'm going to put this here. Okay, what year did the driver become licensed to drive in the US? I'm just going to pick a year. Is the driver's license from the same state? Yes. Next. Driving history. 3 years, have any accidents? No, I have not. Next. You could say yes and add the VIN number, or you can add all, click the no all added later option, but I just wanted to show you guys what it will do. Sorry, I'm going based off an app, I apologize. Seven 6893 6893, and I'm going to want to submit, and the information pops up for me. I'm going to click next. So if for some reason you don't put the VIN number in there, and you say I will add it later, in the next page you'll have to put the make and the model of the vehicle and how much it is worth. So I'm going to, but because we put the VIN number in there, we don't need to do that. I'm going to move forward. Here we go. Again, they're okay with 200 miles or less, so they don't want long hauling or, you know, 200 miles or less from the primary address. So I'm only going to put this here. Is this vehicle used for any paid delivery services? No. Dumping load? No. Has the vehicle been modified? No. So I do want to mention that they write a symbol 7 scheduled auto. So that means, you know, the 4 vehicles or less, 200 miles or less from primary address one way. So they don't want to consider no, you know, no long haul trucking, no towing, no limousine services for commercial auto. As long as the vehicle is not luxury or modified, they're okay with it, as long as it's got 4 wheels. Okay. I'm going to put no here. Do you currently have a workers' compensation? I'm going to put no. Have you had any auto insurance claims? I have not. Sure. Next. They also have declines based off of driving history. They don't accept drivers with more than 3 acceptable major at fault, driving while under the influence infractions, and drivers with more than 5 minor infractions. Their claims declines remain the same for all lines, no more than 2 claims in the last 3 years for more than 20K in losses. All right, so here is my quote for commercial auto. And then now I'm going to go ahead and complete my quote for my professional liability. Now, it's a little bit different with commercial auto general liability. With commercial auto, you are able to use this here to reduce your premium as well as reduce your coverage. So here we are. So if you see here for Pro Plus, they offer basic, Pro, and Pro Plus. So if you wanted, you know, a cheaper coverage, then you get lesser coverage. So, so this is where you can show the insured. Now I'm going to go ahead and complete my professional liability quote. About the company, do you have more than one office locations? I do not. Do your employees run additional businesses? I do not. Do you currently have an active professional liability insurance policy? I do not. I'm going to click next. Expected total revenue, so that got carried over. I'm just going to finish filling these out, and then I should have my total quote. Have you provided services in connection to public-private offerings? If no, has your business had a peer review within the last 3 years? Within the past 5 years, has sanctions applied? No. Written contract, do you provide any auditing services? I do not. Do you or your employees perform? Here's more underwriting questions. I'm going to put no. No and no. Here we go. Some insurance details. Has professional liability claim been filed against this business? It has not. So I'm just going to acknowledge the remainder here. All right, now it looks like I have my quote. Perfect. So it looks like my bundle for this specific quote, monthly, I'm going to be paying $250.50, and it looks like because I bundled, I saved $22.59. I do have an option to pay yearly as well. I just have to remember to click yearly instead of monthly when I move forward and when I do want to purchase my bundle. With their E&O, they will consider many lines of business. So some of their popular ones are their architects, engineers, insurance agents, real estate agents, home inspectors, accountants, tax, preparation, and also allied health. And allied health, as you know, is a stay-at-home caretaker, counselors, therapists. And again, with the E&O, 2,000 deductible applies to all lines of business. So if I wanted to purchase my bundle, obviously, I would go ahead and click on purchase my bundle. But again, just like commercial auto with professional liability, I am able to reduce the premium and the coverage if I wanted to. Now, you could also download application summary here as well. I'm going to go ahead and click on purchase bundle just so you guys can take a look at what the next page looks like. Now, this is the terms and conditions. I'm going to continue to payment. Now, like I mentioned, currently right now, they're really just taking credit cards, debit cards, and prepaid cards. If you pick the monthly option, they are asking for the first month and the last month up front, and then the remainder of the 10 months is obviously the monthly payment. Once you issue the policy, so let's just say I put my credit card number in here and you issue the policy, Next Insurance will send the insured terms and conditions email. They need to accept that within 3 business days. If they do not accept within 3 days, Next Insurance will cancel the application and issue a refund. But if they do click on the accept button, their system will automatically bind and issue a policy, and the agent and the insured will both receive an email of the documents. And so obviously after I put my card information here, then let's see, obviously I'm not going to put a card, I'm just going to see if it'll let me move forward or not. Anyway, so you would just pay and it would move forward that way. So as far as Next Insurance goes, this is what I really wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you the quoting platform. Oops, let's see if we can go back to, oops, there we go. What did I do here? Okay, so I'm going to try and actually go back to, let's see if it'll let me go back to the quote page. Okay, perfect. So you are actually also able to download an application summary as well. Here we go. And you should have all the information here. And you can send this over obviously to the insured. All right, now let's go back to this section here. Perfect. So yeah, so like I mentioned, you can also view coverage details as well. All right, so Next Insurance, as far as their customer service team goes, they're open Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You are able to get a hold of them because they do encourage the agents to call them or chat with them for, you know, any questions they have. So they did provide a phone number here for you guys to reach out to them, as well as an email. If you decide to call them or chat with them online, all of their staff is fully licensed, the insurance team. They can answer all coverage questions, any claims questions, and they again recommend the agent contacts them directly. Also, the insured can manage their accounts online. They can issue certificates with Blanket AI, update payment info, and report a claim. So they really encourage the insured to be able to also do that as well. So here are some common questions that our agents have asked. They decided to create this page for our agents to ask as any, you know, to have their questions answered. So you are able to take a look at that. Let's go back here. All right, so what I'm gonna do, we've been over the basics. So what I wanna do is try and get some questions in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and, if you guys have any questions, please ask away. I'm not seeing any questions here. Let me see. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm not sure. I apologize if you're typing questions in and I'm just not seeing them, but usually I get a lot of questions on Next Insurance, but for some reason, if it doesn't, for some reason it's not coming through to me, I apologize. Let me see. Yeah, sorry guys. Not able to see any questions right now. If you would like, you can email me at Maryam, MARYAM _Rice, RICE, at jebrown.net, or reach out to your regional sales manager with your questions. I don't know if it's because I'm having issues or with, let me see here. Let's see if I can do something else. I apologize, bear with me. Shoot. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make the questions work. Okay, so it looks like I made something work. So it says, someone is asking for commercial auto, what carriers do we use? So currently for the only commercial auto market we have is Next Insurance. And another question, I think it's asking, can we quote a GL for general contractors? Yes, you can. When you go on to that first page of the application, just type in general contractors and you'll be able to quote general contractors. Let's see. I don't see anything else, but let me try. I think that's, yeah, for some reason those are the only questions that came through. I apologize if there's more questions, guys. but please email me or email your regional sales manager for further questions. It looks like I've actually, you know what? I was able to pop up another one. It says, will Next Insurance consider someone who currently doesn't have insurance but is bonded? Yes, they do. Not having coverage should not be an issue for most of their policies. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, good, now it's working. Awesome. So do they do commercial auto for plumbers? Yes, they do. They do commercial auto for plumbers. And then the next one I'm getting is, what does Next offer for real estate agents? So they currently offer general liability and E&O currently for real estate agents. And then let me see. Okay, so I think that's it. So, and another thing I wanted to show, let you guys know is that I know most of you guys most likely use Hiscox through J.E. Brown. So just wanted to let you guys know that sometimes based on the revenue and the income revenue and the business revenue, sometimes the risk will be ineligible in the Hiscox line of, Hiscox carrier. But please always try with Next Insurance. Personally, I've quoted a real estate agent broker, and based on their business income and their revenue, Hiscox then wasn't able to take that. So we tried with Next Insurance, and that was okay. So just so you're aware, if you're getting into Hiscox and you're quoting a BOP or just a GL or E&O, and you're, getting a no-go, just make sure you're always trying with Next Insurance. Okay. Okay. So it looks like those are most of the questions that came through that I could open. So if you guys have any questions, additional questions, please reach out to your regional sales manager. But thank you so much for coming on here and spending some time with me on Next Insurance. I hope you guys have a great day and have a great weekend.